Have you ever wished you had started something years ago that would have saved you time and frustration and brought ease to your day? I'm about to share one of the biggest concepts I wished I had latched onto early on in our parenting and our home organization because it has transformed the whole toy situation I know many of us have. We're going to chat all about how to get your kids to pick up toys, so stick around. Really, the goal is to get the toys picked up and to have your children's cooperation, and we got to make sure it's sustainable or it's just not going to work. And I'm covering all of that in this video as I think they all kind of work hand in hand. We could have all the systems, the bins, the baskets, the containers, shelves, and the organization in place, but if it doesn't make sense to our kids, then it won't work. If the sheer amount of toys that we are managing is overwhelming to me and you, then most likely it is overwhelming to the kids as well. So what's the solution then? Here's my secret and the thing that I wish I would have done early on. Are you ready? There's limited access to the toys, like I'm the only one that has access to the toy closet. This has been a game changer. I've got each set and activity in their own designated bin with a lid which keeps them together and easy to store and to stack, and I only bring out a couple bins at any given time, like 2 bins at any given time. Now, why do I do this? You may ask. Simply, I want to make it sustainable for my kids to help pick up. Plus, there are a couple other perks to this whole concept that I'm going to share in just a little bit. The reason this works is because there's only 1 or 2 bins out at any given time, and that makes the cleanup super easy. It's easy because there's a minimal amount of toys out. I'm basically getting out what I know that the children can clean up on their own. And the cleanup really could never be easier. Now with this toy rotation, I will bring those 2 bins out every day or so, or switch it up as needed. I don't mind switching out, but the goal is just to have like 2 out at a time. With this toy rotation concept, there are some added perks besides the easy cleanup. The toy sets stay together. All of those pieces are easier to keep together because they aren't getting lost in the sea of toys. I'll throw this in here. I'm all about creative play, but when toys are being destroyed, lost, and misused due to the sheer amount of pieces that are being sifted through, which generally means that there are lost and misplaced pieces, and then the whole set is useless, I kind of want to steer clear of that. So this idea helps with that little issue. Another perk are the kids are actually playing with their toys, like really playing with the sets we just knew that they would like, and that's the whole reason that we got them for our kids for Christmas or for birthdays. It's true around here, oftentimes these gifts end up being neglected and not enjoyed as we had anticipated. Now this lack of interest in toys is a common issue, but I think that this toy rotation is a simple solution to keeping their interest and their excitement and truly enjoying what they have. Those bins are rotated however often that you want to rotate them, and it really allows for those sets to be truly enjoyed. So finding a place to store these bins might have you scratching your head, and let me share what we do, and I'm going to offer some other suggestions as well. We have a hall closet we use to keep our bins stacked in. The closet has a door, which really helps with the visual clutter, and it really helps with kind of the out of sight, out of mind factor, and allows for securing closed if I need to. If a closet isn't an option, I have several other ideas for you. I've seen moms use those tall cabinets with doors for storing toys, or extra shelf in the garage or the basement, or maybe an extra bedroom. That works just fine. I have a friend who utilizes a small shed in her backyard to rotate those toys since they have a smaller home. Really, any extra space to stack those bins is the idea. We just want to contain them for easy storage and to make that rotation successful. I personally use the Sterilite brand, and I tried to buy a bin that is the exact size of the contents in order to save as much space as possible. I also use clear shoebox bins from Dollar Tree, and just make sure you get the lid as well. Again, I focus on the bins being the needed size for the contents of each set. Now, when I first switched over to this method, I was picking up 1 or 2 bins a week until I had enough for each of those sets to be contained, and I'm going to link some bins below for you as well. I also want to throw in some hacks to help the kids pick up their toys as well. We always inspect what we expect. We check their work every time. Actually, we have them come to us when they are finished or they think they're finished. This does 2 things. It ensures the job is completed and completed correctly, being careful to choose your battles on that. Just remind them how if needed and show them if they need you to show them the right way it needs to be done. Just be gentle because they're still learning this skill. We do this because we needed a way to make sure that the expectations were being met. So this little maneuver assures things are getting done and done correctly. Now, after some time of us checking their work and then them having to go back and do it correctly, they, for the most part, have stepped up their game and they're doing it right the first time now. Sometimes our kids just need a visual to help motivate them. Setting a timer can be a super helpful tool, mostly because they can see it will only take as long as what's on that timer. Plus, there's just something about beating that expected time frame, and it helps make that time go by a little bit quicker. We also put music on to keep things upbeat and happy because some are, honestly not very happy about cleaning up. This music kind of distracts and it livens things up. Now, I will say there are also times it's just too lively, and we will do a toy pickup with bubbles in our mouths. Because when we have bubbles in our mouths, we can't talk and get distracted or cause trouble. This little tool helps as well. Reminding them of what's to come after we pick up motivates for a quicker completion of the task. If there is an activity that they've been anticipating or some free time that they have been looking forward to, this is the time for a reminder. Want to see how we get more school done? Check out this video right here.